Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will talk about precedence constants in SSIS, and in this particular video I will show you how you can define the package flow based on the value from the database table. So this is my profile. I have 13 plus years of experience on Microsoft technologies, especially in SSIS and SQL Server. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is how to use precedence constants in SSIS and how to define the package flow based on the value from the SQL Server table. So let's jump to the demo. So this is my Visual Studio 2019 that I will be using to create the SSIS package. So let me just drag and drop the execute SQL task, because this task will be used to get the data from the SQL Server table. Get the value from SQL. Okay, and then after this task I have two tasks here. Okay, so let me connect this value with this task. This is, for example, flow 1, and this is more tasks. Okay, and then finally I have some final tasks as well, like maybe you can say like and auditing or something. Okay, and then after this final task, like you have kind of two final tasks, like maybe send email. Okay, right now I'm just using execute SQL task just to make the process easier. Otherwise it will take a lot of time to configure. For example, if I put send mail task here and I put some other tasks and maybe like data flow task here, but you can use any task, like you can put data flow task here, data flow task, and maybe execute process task, or any task you can use. But I'm just showing you the flow, like how we can control the flow based on the value from the SQL Server table. So suppose this is my one of the flow that I'm reading the value from here, and if I don't define anything, then the SSIS package will execute this one, then like in this order it will be executed. So let me just remove these errors. New connection, select the connection on to the SSIS database. So I'm just putting like select one just to get rid of the errors. Okay, and similarly let me select the connection here as well. Okay, and do the same thing for these tasks as well. So this particular flow is defined. Now what value we need to select from the database? Let's go to the SQL Server Management Studio. So I created this table, create table, config table. So this config table contains right now 4 columns: ID, which is an identity, and then we have package name, and then we have task name, and then we have the current value. I will share the link in the description of this video to download this particular script, and then you can download it. Okay, so here I'm just creating one config table. So I have a package name and then task name and the current value. So for example, one package can have multiple tasks and multiple values. So right here I'm just inserting one record here into this particular table. So for there is a task name price tag. So for price tag I'm inserting the value 1. Okay, so right now if you check the data in the config table, so for the package.dtsx I have price tag, and then the price tag value is 1. So I can change the value like maybe 2 or 3, and then based on the value of the price tag, the SSIS package will define its flow, like whether first part should execute or second part should execute or the third part should execute. Okay, we can select the value based on this particular query, that we are selecting the current value from config table, where the package name this one package.dtsx and the task name is this price tag. So we can have n number of entries in this table for different packages as well. So let me just copy this particular query and select this connection, put the query here. Okay, now let me define an SSIS variable. Maybe we can call it is like price tag. It will be of integer type. So the variable has been defined, and now let me assign the value to the variable. So in the result set, select single row, because it is going to be written one value at a time, and then from the result set change it to 0, and it is automatically selected because this is the only SSIS variable at the time in the SSIS package. So click OK. So this particular one flow has been defined. Now let me copy and paste some other task as well. Suppose we have some other task as well in the package, and this is more task. Copy this one, paste this one as well. Okay, now let me copy these and paste these as well. So now we have kind of three different tasks in my SSIS package. Okay, and connect this one, and then finally connect this one. Okay, so I have this particular flow. It can be in real life scenarios, we can have this kind of flow as well, because suppose, so if the value from the database is 1, then these two should execute, and after executing these two finally should be executed. Similarly, if the value from the database is 2, these two should execute, and then finally these two should execute. And if the value from the database is 3, then these two should execute, and then finally, these two should be executed. So this is kind of flow. Right now, if I execute the package now, so it will execute all these 3 tasks, because right now I have not defined anything. So when this particular, this is exactly selecting the data from the database table and assigning the value to the SSIS variable price tag. However, we have not defined any flow as of now. So let's define the flow, that based on the value of the price tag, it should execute a particular flow. So right click on this one and select edit. From the constraints options, evaluation of operations, we need to select expression and constraints. Okay, and now under expressions, click on these 3 dots, and under variables, select this price tag, and you can put double equal to 1. So evaluate expression. So if the value of the price tag will be 1, click OK. Okay, so if the value of the price tag will be 1, then this flow will be executed. Okay, and now we can copy this one from here, and then double click here, expression constants, change the value to 2. Okay, so if the value will be 2, then this particular flow will be executed. Now similarly, write the code for the third flow as well. Okay, so now this flow has been written. Now if I will execute the SSIS package, so if value will be 1, then right now what will happen? Only these 2 will be executed. And if the value will be 2, then only these 2 will be. And if the value will be 3, then only these 2 will be executed. So let me just show you that right now the value in the database is 1. So it is executing just 2. Okay, and let me just change the value to 2 in the database and rerun the package. So it is executing just 2. Okay, however, what we want is that after executing these 2, it should also execute the last 2 final tasks in the SSIS package. So for that one, what we need to do is double click on this precedence constant, and then under logical AND operation, change it to logical OR, because we want that if any of this one is true, then this should be executed. We need to use the logical OR operation here. If I will execute the package now, then these 2 tasks will be executed, and after this, these 2 tasks will be executed as well. So let me just run the SSIS package. Okay, so you can see that first these 2 executed, and after that these 2 got executed. So now let me change the value to 3 in the SQL Server table. So now what should happen, that last 2, these 2 should executed, and then after that these 2 should be executed as well. Okay, so this is working as expected. Now if you want to create more variables, and if you want to control the flow while executing the SSIS package, then maybe you can create another variable like automatic execution, and you can define maybe data type to string, and you can set it to n. So what I want is, if the value of the automatic execution is y, as well as this condition is true, only then this particular flow should execute. So whatever condition is written right now, that is correct, but we need to write an additional condition that if the automatic execution value is y, only then this particular process should run. So let me just add an additional condition here. If price tag is equal to y, and now let's put AND condition, and automatic execution equal to y. So if this particular condition is true, only then it should execute the process. So copy this one. Okay, and let's put this condition for all these three. So let me put it here as well. Okay, so now this particular condition has been written. So right now, because the value of the automatic execution is set to n, so nothing will be executed in the SSIS package. Okay, because none of the condition will be true. So you can see that because the value of the automatic execution is n, so that's why nothing is getting executed. And if you want to get it executed, then in the SSIS package you need to set this automatic execution value to y. Okay, so in some scenarios you can pass the value to the SSIS variable from outside of the SSIS package, and sometimes you want that only for example for testing purpose. If you want to set it to n, then you can set, and while scheduling it maybe you can set it to automatic execution as y. So it's up to you. So I just change it to y, and then now one of the execution should be successful. I think the value in the database is 3, so last flow should be executed. Okay, so let me start the package. So you can see that because the value in the database for the price tag was 3, so that's why it executed the third flow, and automatic execution value is set to y, so that's why this particular task got executed. So this is how you can control the SSIS package execution using the precedence constants. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button and do subscribe to our channel to see more videos on SSIS, and press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much.